What's up guys, Spiritual Lemonade back with another video. We got a long album to check out today. It's called The Last One Standing from a new artist that I've never checked out on the channel before. He goes by the name of James Whitaker. I've never heard of this guy before, but I saw this album pop up on my Spotify release radar and it had a feature with O2 Solace. And I know O2 Solace, he's a dope artist. He makes hyperpop music and I'm wondering if this is going to be hyperpop or maybe in that kind of realm of music. So I'm excited to check this out. I don't know what style of music this is going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be somewhere in the hyperpop realm because of O2 Solace. So before we get into this, remember when life gives us lemons, we praise the Lord. And when life takes our lemons, we still praise the Lord. The first song is called Waiting. Let's get right into this one. Produced by himself as well.
Is it all about the coolest songs?
I was right, it's hyperpop.
Or is it all about how I'm feeling now? And will it answer the questions that I have? Will it give me back the time that I spent just waiting?
Oh yeah, solid production already. Alright, starting off really strong with solid production, very cinematic kind of production. There was a lot of build up there, and just from that first song I'm already hoping and expecting kind of like a conceptual album right here. I mean, even the cover art kind of suggests that it will be. So The Last One Standing, the title track, is up next. Let's get it.
I always thought I'd be the last one standing. I can make it on my own, I'd say. I always thought I'd be the last one surviving, not tethered to the line. There's always a way out. 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 Oh, we're dying, there's a way out. Just another thing I say now.
Oh my god.
Find out. it's time. Nothing is staying the same, like I thought it would, like I hoped it would. Oh, I never thought it would end up like this, but I know there's always a way out.
These vocals are really good.
There's always a way out. One more time, there's a way out. Just another thing to say now. Always fighting, never find out who I really am inside myself. One more time, there's a way out. Just another thing to say now. Always fighting, never find out who I really am inside myself.
Like the percussion right here.
There's always a way out. There's always a way out. We're fighting, there's a way out. Just another thing I say now. Always fighting to find out who I really am inside myself. We're fighting, there's a way out. Just another thing I say now. Always fighting to find out who I really am inside myself. Who I really am inside myself.
The lyrics are really good too. Oh, that transition was fire. I'm also liking the build up to the hook in all these songs so far. Just a lot of build up to the drop. The next one is the man himself, O2 Solus. Let's get right into this one. I Don't Feel the Same. The production so far has been really good, and so far it looks like James Whitaker has been doing the entire production. And it looks like it's just been him so far. fire. Hindsight is up next with Michelle Whitaker, I think is how you pronounce it. So probably someone related to him.
What was I supposed to know? Trying to remember I thought I was ahead, and now I feel behind. I spent too much time fine with being blind. I thought I was ahead, and now I feel behind. I spent too much time fine with being blind. What was I supposed to
Hey.
know? Trying to remember when. Where was I supposed to be? Thought I was further than. Where was I supposed to be? Thought I was further than. Where was I supposed to be? Trying to remember when. Trying to remember when. I believe What was I supposed to know? I believe Trying to remember when. I thought I was ahead, but now I feel behind. I spent too much time fine with being blind. I thought I was ahead, but now I feel behind. I spent too much time fine with being
I really like the melody and the instrumental, that little, I don't know if it was piano or something, but it was really pretty. Going into this next song, You Love, You Discipline, featuring Amariah, I think is how you pronounce it. Amariah. Did she just release an album?
Sometimes you slow me down. Sometimes you prune the branch. For every child of God, you love, you discipline. I'm not alone. You brought me here to the secret place of thunder. I'm not
I think this might be one of my favorites so far.
Brought me here to the secret place of thunder. I'm not alone, just to you at the nearby waters. I'm not alone, though I struck the road, tried to move on, take the promise in my own strength. I'm not alone, every child of God, you love discipline.
Yeah, this might be my favorite so far. Alright, Strange up next.
Isn't it strange? Do you feel the same?
Oh my god.
Like it or not? What if you got your hands are empty? I can't hit the notes I set for myself. They're way too high. Key B flat major, man. I can't hit the goals I set for myself. They're way too high. Every lofty goal I had falls short. Every lofty goal I had is all the same. Right. Before the ultimate sacrifice of your son. For the glory of your name, I'll still say, isn't it strange? Do you feel the same?
Bro, this kind of reminds me of early Toby Mac a little bit. Kind of like in his This Is Not a Test kind of era.
Same. Like it or not? What if you got your hands are empty? Isn't it strange? Do you feel the same? Like it or not? What if you got your hands are empty? It's way too high, way too high, way too high. Too far to climb, too far to climb, too far to climb. It's way too high, way too high, way too high. Too far to climb, too far to climb, too far to climb. It's way too high, way too high, way too high. Too far to climb, too far to climb, too far to climb. It's way too high, way too high, way too high. Too far to climb, too far to climb, too far to climb. It's way too high, way too high, way too high. Too far to climb, too far to climb, too far to climb. It's way too high, way too high, way too high. Too far to climb, too far to climb, too far to climb. I once thought I had it, but now I can see all the goals that were in front of me. They're way too high, way too high, way too high. Too far to climb, too far to climb. Isn't it strange? Do you feel the same? Like it or not? What if you got your hands on empty? Isn't it strange? Do you feel the same? Like it or not? What if you got your hands on empty?
Fire. All right, that one is probably up there for one of my favorites as well. We're going into You're Listening with Michael Amoguis. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Going into a 6-minute long song. Let's get it.
What's wrong, my child? You never cry anymore. Who said your pain is less welcome than your smile? Your heart is wounded, yet you don't say a word. Who said your voice is only good for praise? Come speak to me, don't hold it back. You're not a threat, you won't make me uncomfortable. Do I have a home here? If I'm anything but happy.
These drops get me every single time. I really like this. It kind of started out with like a singer-songwriter kind of vibe, and then it went right back into this hyper-pop kind of sound.
For praise, come speak to me, don't hold it back. You're not a threat, you won't make me uncomfortable. Do I have a home here? If I'm anything but happy. Do I have a home here? If I'm anything but grateful. Everything hurts and I'm so tired. I've been past my limit for a good while. When will I get rest? Will I die here? Did I ever have a home here? I'm listening. If I go with you, will I get hurt again? I'm listening. Can I trust you to keep me safe? I'm listening. 'Cause I don't have the strength on my own to start again. I'm listening. Wondering if all this was a waste. You're the only one I want. I want to give you all my love. But I'm afraid if I draw near that I'll get cut. In the fellowship of your suffering, I did not account for broken trust. That you're always with me could mean you're the only one.
Okay, this has to be Michael right here. And I feel like this is like the Christian version almost of Hobo Johnson. It's obviously a spoken word kind of thing, but his delivery, it sounds like Hobo Johnson. If I don't know if any of you guys are gonna know who that is, but he makes music pretty much all just like spoken word kind of stuff, and it sounds very much like this.
Wondering if all this was You're the only one I want. I want to give you all my love, but I'm afraid if I draw near that I'll get cut. In the fellowship of your suffering, I did not account for broken trust. That you're always with me could mean you're the only one. Will it be enough that you help me heave my heart through the midst of the congregation from which I feel so far apart? From everyone who leaves by will or by wind, the bonds of unity are fraying thin. The foundation in my heart gives way to rain and floods. Thieves draw blood. We flee into the night. Where shall we find our home? Where shall we find our light? Please bring me to your home. Please bring me to your light. Please bring me to your friends. Please shelter me from night.
Wow. That was really well done. There was a lot of stuff going on in that song. Started off very singer-songwriter, went back into the hyperpop kind of sound, into that very chaotic, really beautiful spoken word kind of thing, and then just finished letting the piano kind of breathe for a little bit there. That's probably the best song so far on this project. Yeah, it's up there for one of the best so far. I Can't Let Go is up next. Let's get it.
Woke up from a dream I didn't want to come back. Saw the end of the road where I had you next to me. Didn't break the covenant. What could be more than it? Try to pull it from my grip, but I can't let go. It didn't mean I did it perfect. Didn't think it's so worthless. Everything that could have been, it falls away, away. Woke up from a dream and didn't wanna come back. Woke up from a dream and
Oh, that's so cool. That delay.
didn't wanna come back.
Like that stutter. I liked that. Going into Feeling. It's the next song. Oh my word, the beat's building. Hey.
It's way more shallow than it seems. I can't let go of the feeling. You're watching from the shoreline. Won't let me go too deep. I can't let go of the feeling. You've chosen this water, so I won't fall out of reach. I can't let go of the feeling. It's all for my safety. You really do care for me. I can't let go of the feeling. I can't let go of the feeling. I can't let go.
So this one, I feel like Feeling was kind of a part 2 of I Can't Let Go, because it still incorporated I Can't Let Go in there. So it was going like I Can't Let Go into I Can't Let Go of This Feeling, which is fire. We're going into Spotlight featuring Noland. Not sure who this is. Okay, so I'm trying to find what artists are like similar to him, and there were a few artists that I recognize, J Steph being one of them, and then HGHT, I think it's like height is how you say it. I'm getting kind of more EDM vibes than hyperpop. There might be some hyperpop sprinkled in there, but it feels more like EDM music to me. But we're going into the next song. It is the second longest song on this project. It's about 5.5 minutes. Will It Just Happen? How Will You Ever Know? Let's get right into this one.
Yeah, and I think that kind of gets to the root of what I've been feeling for the last, like, I don't know, like 2 years or so. It's that kind of deep question in the middle of shifting and a lot of transition and pain of like, man, am I ever gonna land somewhere and feel content and at rest? I feel like there's something inside of me that's convinced myself that I don't think I'm ever gonna feel that, you know? And there's a lot of pain there. Because, like, I have no assurance. And everything's super confusing constantly. I've moved like 6 times in the last 3 years. And the last year's just really felt awful, you know? And so I get to this place where I'm like, will I ever feel that way? Will I ever feel settled and rested and content? And then, like, the deeper question is, like, how will I even know that I feel that way? Is it going to be, like, something that just happens, or am I going to actually, like, invite being content into my life and invite peace into my life?
Before the music continues going on, I want to talk about what he was talking about, which is being content. Will that just happen on its own, and how will you ever know? It was a really good kind of thought-provoking segment right there on this album. Kind of gives some background to what else was going on up until that point in the album. I really, like, for this kind of thing, I don't know if I'd add this song to a playlist just because of the fact that it's just him talking. But I really have been learning to appreciate interludes like this, where it's just someone talking, kind of giving thoughts on a certain subject, while also allowing, especially because I know he produced this as well, also listening to what's going on in the instrumentation, because it obviously also fits the vibe of what he's kind of talking about, fits the mood of everything. And now it's going into basically a song on this last end of this kind of interlude sounding thing. But I really liked that talking segment. Another beautifully executed song, Guide Us Home, is up next, featuring Yasua. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. Jaisua. I'm not sure. Let's get it.
So long, I don't know if I'm home. Gotta trust with my all. I don't know why. Gotta leave everything behind. Everything that I hold with my soul. Everything feels so cold. Everything feels so low. Is this the wrong road? Will you still guide me home? I know that I'm not alone.
That was a nice feature right there. I guess Yasua. I don't want to say Yeshua. That's not his name, but it's similar to it. But he has a song with Cass. It looks like, so he must be someone I just either I've heard of before. Or, I don't know. He seemed a little familiar. But going into this next song, "Run," featuring Andre Delaney. Let's get it.
Therefore,
Wait, this guy's from Tennessee, Nashville, like me.
we are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses. Let us lay aside every weight that hinders and sin that clings so closely, and let us run. Let us run.
Like that little flute or something right there. Alright, we're going into the last song featuring Michelle Whitaker again. What If It's Just For You? Let's get it.
Will I be fulfilled if no one sees it? It's harder to admit that I might need it. Why should I create if I'll be forgotten? Will it be the answer to all I wanted? Will I be fulfilled if no one sees it? It's harder to admit that I might need it. Why should I create if I'll be forgotten? Will it be the answer?
What if it's just for you and I?
That piano.
Just for you and I. Just for you and I. Just for you and I. It's just for you.
Of course he's gonna end it on a crazy beat drop like that.
Will it be the answer I want?
It's just for you.
That finishes up the new album from James Whitaker called The Last One Standing. This blew me away, I'm not gonna lie. I really liked all the production throughout this, the songwriting, the storytelling, the vocals, the mix. I do think that I was wrong at the beginning saying he was hyperpop. He was definitely more EDM with some just slight hyperpop influence on there. The only reason I was thinking hyperpop was because of O2 Solace on here, but everything else was probably more on the EDM kind of vibe. And then also a lot of these, pretty much the only feature I knew was O2 Solace. Everyone else was also new to me, and they all did really good as well. They did their thing on each song that they were on. I want to say Strange was my favorite song, and then let's see, You're Listening was also in my top 3, and I want to say What If It's Just For You is my top 3, but Will It Just Happen, I think that was also a really good song. It had that talking in it, but just conceptually as a song, and even just as like a talking interlude on there, it was really, really good. I will have the link to James Whitaker in the description if you want to go follow him on Instagram, and if you want to go listen to this album all the way through on your own and add any of your favorite songs to a playlist. The link will be in the description for the album The Last One Standing by James Whitaker. Thanks again for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this project. I want to hear everyone's thoughts. What were your favorite songs if you've listened? And if you haven't, go do that right now. Go be fruitful. Let's go.